and late models. So they barnstormed their way off the corner, and Corey Caddick, he has risen to the occasion as he bumblebees into the early lead. And second is already up for grabs. And Jordan Churchill, remember he was a winner on opening weekend. He has his fingerprints on second place.
Off the corner they come. Churchill up into the second spot, and he's got Holderback right behind him trying to follow him through as the number 33 of Shiley Martinez drops back to the fourth spot. Brendan Martinez fifth. Hammond sits sixth down into turn number 3.
And as they whirlwind their way off the corner, Corey Caddick has dominated the first 2 laps out of 25. And in his hip pocket in second, Jordan Churchill. Jordan Churchill, the point leader, and Holderback has been an early factor in the top 3, making a move. Brandon Martinez against his sister, and he is able to pull it off.
Brandon takes over the fourth spot, and up front, Jordan Churchill continuing to push the 27 of Caddick. Down to the inside he goes. Battle for the lead. Down the back straightaway, Caddick edges out into turn number 3. Here comes Martinez working the outside as they hit the corners.
And Churchill had the lead for a split second. Caddick has it back. They cross the line, and Churchill is back in front, trying to pull away from Caddick, but he also has to be concerned with the 38 of Holderback. The top 3 cars could fit in a keyhole, make that a foursome, and not very far away in 5th place is Shiley Martinez.
Down to the corner they come. Churchill sets the pace. Second place is Connor Holderback. Now Martinez slides up, takes away third. Caddick shuts the door on Shiley Martinez, who sits back in the 5th spot. And then you've got Brendan Hammond, Giovanni Ruggiero, Corey Fanning, Zach Taylor, Wade Entke, and Scott Linkeman rounding out the field.
As leading by a length of a belly buster at the front of the field is Churchill. Here comes Holderback. And also, Brandon Martinez has to have a lot of confidence because he has racked up back-to-back wins on Wednesday. As they jackrabbit across the line, it is still Churchill, but he has plenty of company.
Up to the outside goes Batman as he tries to work himself up towards the top and sweep the week here at the Speed Bowl. Slides by the 38 of Holderback, starts putting pressure on Churchill down the main stretch into turn number 1.
And it is Churchill. Has a little bit of breathing room over the combination of Holderback and Martinez. It is Caddick in 4th, Shiley Martinez in 5th, and Hammond has moved up into the number 6 spot. As they roller coaster their way into the second corner, it is still Churchill, but he has his hands full with Holderback and Brandon Martinez.
Down into 3 and 4, one car on the move. And that is the 12 of Martinez as he takes a look down to the inside. Battling into 1 and 2. Caddick sits back in the 4th spot trying to hang on and watch the battles in front of him. Holderback continues to hold off with the charges of Martinez. Martinez takes another look down to the inside off of 4.
And the Batmobile trying to go down low and thunder his way underneath Holderback. It didn't work that time. Caddick has his hands full. Shiley Martinez. I don't know with Zachary Martinez running 8th. I don't know if this is a Legends race or a Martinez family reunion.
Down to the inside goes Shiley looking for that 4th position. Edges out ahead of Caddick as they come off the corner. Hammond is right there to try to pounce on through as they head down the backstretch. Cross flags out this time. 12 down, 13 down, 12 to go as they hit the stripe. Churchill continues to set the pace. Holderback just set his fastest lap of the race as they come off of turn number 2.
Yeah, the MO for Holderback is to get stronger as the race goes on. So we'll see if that's the case. Jordan Churchill, former champion here at the Speed Bowl on Wednesday nights. In 4th is Shiley Martinez, Caddick 5th, Hammond 6th, Ruggiero 7th, Zachary Martinez 8th, Fanning 9th, and Demko is 10th.
Demke rounding out the tail end of the field with Linkeman right behind him as they head down into 3 and 4 while your leaders head down into turn number 1. The battle still hot and heavy for the number 2 spot. Here comes Martinez down on the inside. Holderback up top as they drag race down into the 3rd corner. Give the advantage to Martinez. He drifts up. Holderback tries a crossover move, but the door is shut before he can get there.
As Brandon Martinez delivers the heat and was able to slash his way underneath Connor Holderback. Now he's got to go after Churchill. Churchill leading by 0.4 of a second. Let's see if that is reduced as they cross the line. He is still ahead by 0.4 0.2 of a second over Brandon Martinez.
Down the backstretch they go, and the lead stays even into 3 and 4 as they hit the corners. It is Churchill leading the parade off of turn number 4. Martinez holding on to the number 2 spot. He's closed it in just a hair. It's now 0.38.
So the gap is starting to shrivel, and third is Holderback, and Shiley Martinez having a great run in the top 4, and Caddick right behind her as they blast out of turn number 2. It is still Churchill. He is not weakening, and but his lead is shrinking. 0.2 of a second separate him from Brandon Martinez.
Jazz Hands comes out with 5 laps to go for Jordan Churchill, who sits 0.4 seconds ahead. If you look at the battle for third, heating up. Shiley Martinez working the back of the 38 of Connor Holderback. Connor's able to hold on that time as they come off of 4, and Churchill has wound up that wick, starting to put a little more distance between he and Brendan Martinez.
But the third place advantage for Holderback is evaporating. We have a battle for 5th and 6th between Caddick and Hammond up at the front of the field. Trying to expand his lead is Churchill as he is able to jackrabbit across the line down to the final 3 laps. We'll see. What can Brandon Martinez do? He is a master of the finishing kick here at Waterford.
Twin sticks in the air. 2 more circuits to go as they come off the corner, and it is, again, Churchill keeping pace ahead of Brandon Martinez. Martinez closes it down to 0.2 of a second. Looks like he's starting to get a little bit stronger as the race wears on. We'll see what they have this time as the white flag unfurls. Jordan Churchill leads it across for the one more time.
The margin between the 2 front runners, 0.1 of a second. So things are heating up. Keep an eye on the 12 as he tries to batarang his way underneath Churchill. Churchill has some power as they are able to whirlwind their way off of turn number 4. It will be Jordan Churchill for the second time this year, holding off Brandon Martinez to get the win. Jordan Churchill took the lead early from Corey Caddick and was able to waltz his way to the win.